Kratos, Demos, Kratos, Demos, Kratos, Demos. You know I'm with the shits, boy. You know I'm with the shits. I got this for like, I think 60 bucks. I think last year I got it from a local game store for, I think so. No. I think it was like 50 bucks. Actually, no, it was around 50 to 60 bucks. This is the UK version, by the way. As you can tell by the 15, that's how they rate the shit in UK. But it still works here in North America. Because, I mean, I got this. And I'm like, yo, because I've been hearing about Asura's Wrath. And I'm like, yo, this game is so fucking cool. I'm like, I have to get my hands on it. It's like a cool, like, the whole gameplay is like, it's like a QTE type shit, isn't it? Right, but it's really cool, and obviously, like, I've been thinking about this for the longest time. I'm like, yo, Kratos and Asura need to butt heads. They need to fight because they're way too similar to each other. I mean, I haven't played Asura's Wrath, but I have the game. But from what I've heard, his some deities killed his daughter or some shit, and I was like running a fade with all of them. I've seen little clips about it. I also remember he fought Akuma, I think. And Evil Ryu. I remember that. Oh, that was Akuma. He turned to Oni. Oh, I think it was like a DLC or some shit. I can't get it now on the PS3 because, you know, PS3 and all this bullshit. I think it's on PC though. Asura's Wrath, is it? Because if it is, that would really suck. I don't know why I bought it for PS3 if it's on PC. Actually, let me check. Is it? Like, is it on Steam? Is the question. It's not. I don't see it on Steam anywhere. So how is it possible? Okay, I guess it's not on Steam then. Whatever. Yeah, we all know the story of Kratos. I mean, I literally have. Look, oh shit. Fuck. I literally have God of War 1 and 2, this is a collection, and then Origins, I got this recently from also a local game store. I think this was for $45. I got this for $45, and then I have God of War Collection. Funnily enough, I don't have Ascension. The only God of War game I don't have is God of War Ascension and Ragnarok. I have God of War 1, 2, Ghost of Sparta, Chains of Olympus, not Ascension, 2018, and I also don't have Ragnarok. So the only two games I don't have is Ascension and Ragnarok. Ragnarok makes sense because I don't have a PS5, so I don't know. Like, I don't know when I'm gonna get a PS5. But case in point, I played all these games. I played God of War 1, 2, Chains of Olympus, Ragnarok. I even got the platinum on 1 and 2, and that shit was hard, right? Ghost of Sparta, Chains of Olympus. I will eventually do a legacy playthrough for God of War because he's got an amazing legacy. He's got a ton of games, man. I mean, okay, the PS2 games, these are remastered versions, basically ported to the PS3. They're so good. Like, they're honestly just as good as the first two. Well, I mean, that might be a stretch. Like, gameplay wise, it's still equally as solid, honestly, and it really does add to the lore of Kratos. And honestly, it's just more time with Kratos. What more do you want? The good old classic hack and slash adventure that you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing's wrong with that. So I definitely highly recommend the Origins collection too. Just because it's a PS2 game does not mean that it's bad, right? A lot of people have the speculation though, because it's a PS2 version, it might be like watered down. No. It's just as good. I actually played it on my PS Vita right here. I ported it. Let me show you actually. Let me show you. Over there I have Ghost of Sparta and Chains of Olympus. I played the whole thing on the PS Vita because I can do so. But now I also have it on PS3. So when I eventually get the time, because it's all about time, right? I don't have that much time to even record videos. You know, like life shit going around. I will eventually do a legacy playthrough of every single God of War game. So starting from God of War 1, 2, Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta, Ascension, God of War 2018, and then God of War Ragnarok. That's a lot of games, man. Oh my goodness, right? And all the games are mostly the same, except for God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. That's when they changed the formula a little bit for the next generation. But until then, that was a lot of games, man. That was like 5. Yeah, 5 games before 2018. So yeah, Kratos needs no introduction. He's actually been on Death Battle before. He actually fought Spawn, and honestly, that's the most lopsided thing. I saw that from a mile away, and that was like a while ago. That was like more than 10 years ago, wasn't it? Spawn versus Kratos, because it was so easy for Spawn. He's like, first of all, he's one of the most OP characters in fiction. Let's just be honest there, okay? How would he do against Doom Guy? Considering Doom Guy, honestly, that's kind of tough. I want to see that. I want to see Spawn versus Doom Guy. How's that gonna go? Because Spawn has also killed the god and or devil of his universe. I want to see that next. Spawn versus Doom Guy, dude. Because I haven't played any of the Doom games. I've heard the lore is insane, and that he's an absolutely busted character. Some people are saying that he's like the most busted character in fiction. That's kind of a crazy accusation. Once again, I have to see for myself, right? Because I don't know who this Doom guy is. I haven't played any of his games. I have Doom 3D on my PS Vita, but that's pretty much it, right? I need to play Doom and Doom Eternal, and then also the Dark Ages is coming out. It's gonna be, oh man, this year for gaming is so stacked, man. Can you believe it? It's crazy, bro. But like, Doom Guy versus Spawn is something I want to see. But yeah, no, Spawn easily no-diffed Kratos because Spawn literally feeds off of your dark energy. the sins, and Kratos is literally covered in the sins of his past. So yeah, at that point I knew automatically that Kratos is toast, man. It's fucking over. However, this is tough, isn't it? Right? Because as far as I could tell, Asura is also too angry to die. Because I'm pretty sure they killed him in the game. Once again, I haven't played the game, so I don't exactly know what the fuck's going on. I think they're gonna spoil it for me here. But once again, I know the gist of it, that he had a family, and then the gods, for whatever fucking reason, decided to kill them, or some shit like that. Something happened to his family, and bro's like, you know what? No more Mr. Nice Guy. Time to go crazy. And it's called Asura's Wrath. That's what the game is called, okay? The game is called Asura's Wrath. That is badass, man. Yeah, he fights a ton of people in this, like a ton of deities and shit like that. Betrayed by the gods, banished for 12,000 years. His wife killed, his daughter kidnapped. There you go, boom. In a truly unique blend of breathtaking action and story, Asura's Wrath takes you on a relentless quest for revenge against foes with unimaginable powers, seamlessly blending gameplay and story. Yeah, so once again, I hit it right in the head, didn't I? Wife killed, daughter kidnapped. So I'm guessing the entire game's premise is to get the daughter back and basically make them feel your wrath because you killed my woman, you motherfuckers. Yeah. Okay, dope, man. Yeah, I've been waiting for this a long time. I was supposed to also react to Among Us versus Fall Guy. I just haven't done it yet. I'm sorry. I will get to it. Like I said, I'm busy, but this one obviously takes precedence because I give a shit about these guys more than I haven't played Among Us or Fall Guys. So obviously I'm not going to gravitate towards that. I will gravitate towards this because these guys are fucking sick, right? I have to play Asura's Wrath. Should I be recording it and putting it on the channel though? There's a question. Because I don't have a PS3. I have an Elgato HD60. I don't have the PS3 version. Because you can't use the HD60 on a PS3, unfortunately. That's fucked, man. PlayStation, you're starting to piss me off, honestly. Like, if you use the HD60 on an Xbox One, it works on the Xbox 360, but not for the PlayStation. Why are you like this? Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like Xbox 360 was a better console. Even though PlayStation 3 had more exclusives. Fuck it, whatever. Who's gonna win, though? Oh, shit, I don't know, man. I actually have no idea, because I don't know Asura's full extent. I don't even know Kratos was full extent, because I haven't played his newer games. The 2018 version. Or God of War Ragnarok. I heard he gets stronger in that one, like even stronger than he was before. I have seen his run from God of War 1 to God of War 3, where he kills himself. Haven't seen God of War Ascension. Apparently that was a prequel, if I'm correct, right? So yeah, but we all know who Kratos is. He needs no introduction. It's the boy. And would I be wrong to say he's a face of Sony at this point? Would I be wrong to say that? Because he hasn't had any really bad games. Some people say Ascension is bad. I can neither confirm nor deny that because I haven't played the game. Okay. I'm guessing God of War Ascension is like a Batman Arkham Origins situation, where it's obviously not as good as the previous games, but that doesn't mean it's bad either, right? I guess we'll have to find out. I can get Ascension for like $10 on Marketplace. No big, okay? Anyways, who's gonna... Honestly, I will give my decision after I hear the rundowns, okay? Because I have no idea what Asura does, and I do not know Kratos' full potential because I haven't played the newer games. Because I always wanted to record it, but I never had the fucking time, man. Anyways, let's get it. 3, 2, 1. I swear that beard gives him more power. I swear to God, it does. They changed the thumbnail for some reason. They changed it to young Kratos. Yeah.
Asura, the ghost of Sparta versus the wrathful destructor. Cause sometimes you just want to punch a god in the face. Where's my boomstick?
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. In the beginning, the Primordials waged war across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang!
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus' strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth.
Uranus.
Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
We're doing God of War first? I think we are, right? Yeah.
Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kratos,
Uranus,
who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who battled his own son, Kratos.
As a bastard child of Zeus, Kratos was left among Spartan mortals, far exceeding all among him. He became a fierce warrior, winning many a battle, until finally cornered by ruthless barbarians.
Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass.
And my life is yours.
Yours.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the point with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords, and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
But Ares had a scheme.
Square, square, triangle, all day.
Kratos accidentally murdered his own family,
He did do that though.
Marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the ghost of Sparta.
So,
Nice.
he was kinda understandably really pissed off. Time for a new god of war.
Oh yeah.
Gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them. And got some
I bring the
fear
wrath,
out of it.
destruction of Olympus.
Poseidon's trident and Icarus's wings, Kratos dominated both sea and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the claws of Hades could steal souls, even the soul of Hades himself. Should've
Rip.
let that one through, man.
Neither
Yeah.
Perseus or Hercules were a match for Kratos, nor was Helios, the sun god capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He fought Atlas, the Titan of Strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
And he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Even his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence?
Causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light, a frankly incomprehensible feat,
Then there's Daddy Zeus.
who proved a serious challenge, until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
It can make tornadoes, lightning, force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull
Rip
it up
Athena.
to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Like a badass, he was unstoppable. Non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet,
So much
he
sex.
couldn't
Oh my
be
god.
any more depressed.
His wife and daughter were still gone. What was he to do?
He didn't know. He wandered aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling into Norse mythology where he met Faye, his second wife. Good
Nice.
start, buddy.
Kratos had a new lease on life, but he could not escape his past mistakes.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy.
Easily the
Boy.
toughest task he ever undertook, especially after Faye unfortunately died of a
Thanks for spoiler, dickhead.
Damn it, not again!
I haven't played the game.
Wasn't Kratos' fault this time, and Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan axe.
Far from the whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan axe was deliberate and mighty, said to rival Mjolnir itself.
Thor wishes
That's so
Mjolnir
cool.
was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Aesir.
Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons his inner strength with magical properties.
He can even get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite of what should happen.
Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Dropnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy and blast it back. He even has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Yeah, you're my god. I heard about that.
Fire
Yeah.
giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Well, not exactly.
Give me the goth
Tyr,
mommy.
The rain god held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
That's the World Tree, which is like a literal tree that connects the whole universe.
According to Freya, the tree's very existence
I played Valhalla,
holds
okay.
all of creation among its boughs. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed old weapons by reckoning with his past sins.
Oh, that's so
even
sick.
taking up the Blade of Olympus once again.
Even better, he actually got to be a decent dad. And now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Huh?
Made a lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope.
No longer the god of war, the god of hope. Honestly, bro, I need to get on this ship, bro. I need to play God of War 2018, man. Thanks for like spoiling that his wife dies. Okay, honestly, I'm oddly spoiler proof. If you tell me a spoiler, of course it'll kind of like hinder the experience when I eventually do play it, because I'll be thinking about, oh, this guy dies soon enough. But like it doesn't, like I need to see it for myself. I need to see the events that transpire that happens. How do they die? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I gotta play it's tough, man. I don't have time. It's ridiculous, man. So many games, so little time, right? Okay, anyways, time for Asura time.
Long ago, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years.
After 12,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath, Asura.
Oh, this was tough.
Seven other demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
And the demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy formed from human prayer, mantra.
By advancing technology with mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura can take
Sick.
many forms for battle.
Sick!
A six-armed Vajra.
Nice, nice,
powerful
nice.
enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? Right?
Funny you should say that.
God damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional angry
White eyes.
In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil, just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra.
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge mantra energy.
Which gave Asura's
Sick.
prideful commander,
Helpful.
Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him.
That's not a good
What
start.
a dick.
But true to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider, he did just that, with an all-new purpose in mind.
Make the gods pay!
Yes!
Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods now. Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up. So Asura got really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen.
Who could dwarf the
finger thing, right? Yeah, I remember the
with
finger thing,
just a
yeah.
finger.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Asura is so powerful, his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or the deities. He can propel himself with mantra to fly, harden his fist to break steel, fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid-fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid, like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a Little League game.
And then the gods killed that girl too.
No!
The whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who
Really
gets
mad.
more powerful the angrier he gets. What did you think was
Hulk
gonna happen?
who?
Yet even in Berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels so high even he couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Even though Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay though, his brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Oh, that's nice.
Awesome.
Good to have a friend.
Rose again, just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst, then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms. His mantra form, finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast.
I gotta play this game,
was
man.
Defeated, and Gaia was saved. Yet Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop.
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the creator of mantra and the entire universe.
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it! That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter
Of
the
course,
mantra
as you do.
reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater
Base game Infinity Gauntlet, right?
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny, when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
Damn,
The shield
poetic.
larger than a planet. Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars.
Chakravartin was understandably impressed and offered Asura a chance to take his place. Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra's face, as if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of mantra itself.
Oh shit.
Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug. A meteor.
The Street Fighter, right?
Or
Street Fighter, yeah.
Ryu. Right in the balls.
It's interesting.
Look at his
Despite
face.
the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything, all because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay. Now that's a god I can get behind.
That's a dad, bro. That is a dad. That is the dad. That's another thing in common with them. So they're both the dads, right? And they will do literally anything. Go to the hells of the earth for their ilk. Oh my goodness. Okay. First of all, I need to play Asura's Wrath. That game looks crazy, and I think it's based off of Chinese stuff, right? The Buddhism, because that Chakravartin thing, that's like a Buddhist statue, right? And all those gods and stuff, that's based off of Buddhist stuff too, right? Which is Chinese. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Chinese lore with this shit's cool. Like Sun Wukong, that shit cool. Norse shit is also cool. Like, how many movies / TV shows / video games do we have on Norse stuff, right? Cool shit. Just cool shit in general, right? Okay, who's gonna win? Oh, fuck. Okay, Oh, I actually have no idea, dude. You know what? Asura, okay? I'm gonna say Asura.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've
What?
run the data
Look at they
through
massacred my boy.
possibilities.
It's time for a dad
Battle! Oh, dad battle. Aw, I get it. Honestly, Asura, because... honestly, I don't know. Because I think Chakravartin is stronger than Zeus and Odin, so I think... Yeah, I think so. Honestly, yeah, I think maybe Asura. God smite me down if I'm wrong, okay? Oh, we're getting title cards now. Nice. Very interesting. Man, the quality of these have really, like, you know, absolutely evolved, you know? Kratos just chilling. Everyone wants to run the Fae with him. Like, just let the bro chill, man. Come on.
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia. But not for long. You do not want this fight.
Honestly, I still don't know. It could be Asura, it could be Kratos. I'm honestly still confused, bro. I'm gonna say Asura still because I feel like his feats are just a lot more than Kratos. Like, the people he's killed are a lot stronger than whoever Kratos has, you know what I'm saying? Like, did Kratos destroy the creator of the universe? Is a question, right? But Kratos has more control in his powers, in his anger. But then so does Asura. He didn't become crazy, right? Okay, he leveled up first, which is kind of an indication that he might go down first as well, right? Like, Kratos has not tapped into Spartan Rage yet, okay? These things can go either way, honestly.
Wrath consume you. I have been down that road before. Shut up!
Sick.
Very well.
Bring on the chaos. Overkill. Yeah, but Asura doesn't need arms, remember? Because he's just straight headbutting people, remember? Oh yes, anime motivation. Let's get it. Asura's Wrath basically is an anime, if you think about it. Kratos has got to tap into that Spartan Rage now. He looks chill, honestly, still. This one's a tough one. I can't even tell right anymore. There it is. Ooh, send him flying. Ooh. But then again, Kratos has killed Kronos. Motherfuckers like that. But is Kronos stronger than the Minthra guy? What was it again? Chakra Vinthra? I forgot the name. It's giving One Punch vibes, honestly. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Death has not earned me yet, Titan.
Cold ass line, man. You gonna check that spear? Ooh, a lot of spears.
But you deserve a worthy end.
Oh shit, Blade of Olympus! Oh no! Honestly, whoever wins, I'm just glad I got to see the animation. It looks so good.
You are a monster no longer. I never was.
Why am I tearing up, yo? Why is this so... It's just two dudes fighting each other. Why so goddamn emotional, dude? Look at that walk animation. Well, fuck. I lost again.
Well, I guess Asura's wrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing displays of apocalyptic destruction, but the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
But what does speed matter if you don't know how to use it? Let's cover experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
That's what I was talking about, yeah.
Asura easily
Yeah.
takes experience. But when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities
That is true,
Kratos
yeah.
had.
I will say that.
Asura's quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one
Punching.
thing.
A
Punch.
whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat.
True.
Slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies, like mantra.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed. Versatility.
Right.
And multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could, Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do. If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
That's what I was thinking,
Closer
right?
examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
See, I haven't played that
He's
yet, that's
obviously
why.
a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in-game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
That's almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakra Barton, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas
Right.
is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight.
And he overpowered
same as
him.
Asura,
Right.
And Kratos killed Kronos.
Good
Add
point.
in the clear numerical comparison of Chakra Barton, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath 2, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Asura's The Sun Rises. The god of wrath was Kratos.
Is Kratos.
Oh my god, your puns are get old,
But
Boomstick.
what if?
Huh? Alternate ending. Every movie's gotta have one. Let me guess, DLC? Kratos is taking it like a champ, you know? Mash that shit, wee! Damn, how is his face not inside of his skull, dude? Oh, is he in like, Calliope and shit? Like in the after? Oh, there. I knew it. I called it. I called it, bro. Get out of here. He's in the afterworld, right?
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end. Next time on Death Battle.
What is it? Chains, okay. Me likey. Spawn, is that Spawn? It's Spawn. It's Spawn versus Ghost Roaster. Yes!
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for
Dude,
watching.
did I not fucking call that though? In the beginning of the video, did I not say that, yo, how cool would it be to see Spawn versus Doom Guy? Not exactly Doom Guy, but pretty fucking close. I mean, in terms of like how similar are they design-wise? Yeah, I mean, Spawn has chains, he's undead, he sold a soul to the devil technically. Same thing with Johnny Blaze, right? Ghost Rider. Oh, dude, that's gonna be sick. Who's gonna win though? Ghost Rider's been in Death Battle before. He fought Lobo and won, surprisingly, because Lobo is like crazy. He's like one of the most busted characters in DC, and he won against Lobo. So honestly, that's a little tough because I'm pretty sure because when you do the penance stare, like, oh, look into my eyes, it basically takes all the sins you did, and then so he kind of has his own version of that too. Like for example, Spawn, he feeds off of your sins when he's fighting. He gets a power buff. But Ghost Rider, all he has to do is grab you into the penance and then you just die. Because he takes all your sins and then he kills you with it, essentially. I'm gonna tune in for that. You know I am. You know for a fact I am. Okay? You know for a fact I'm tuning into Spawn versus Ghost Roaster. Are you shitting me? That is sick, dude. Oh my god. Dude, Ghost Roaster, we need that motherfucker. I mean, Ghost Rider, I'm saying Roaster, dude. Ghost Rider. I made the shit out of him in Marvel's Capcom 3. Yes. Fuck yes. And who's gonna be out there? How can you be a straight man and not like Ghost Roaster? I mean, what's not to like? It's metal as shit. It's a flaming skull, chains, leather, a fucking chopper. Are you kidding me? A chopper that's on fire, by the way. What's not to love? What is not to motherfucking love? Okay. Oh my god. Anyways, okay. So I like how they gave the alternate ending because now it basically goes either way. So now everyone wins essentially. Although technically I lost a bet because I bet on Asura. But they made good points that I do believe the win should have went to Kratos, and he got it. Good for him. But once again, the alternate ending, if you feel like, kind of like, you know, the alternate ending of T2, how everything ends. It's like, oh, the whole story just wraps up. So instead of watching all the shitty sequels, you just end it right at T2, right? So kind of the same thing you can do over here if you want. And you know, honestly, both of the endings are good because in the second ending where Kratos loses, he ends up with Calliope, right? But then what happens to Atreus? That's the question. I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Either way, I'm not sad at all. Usually I get salty when my pick doesn't win. I don't give a fuck because I love both these guys, man. They're cool as shit. Like, how do you not like Kratos? How do you not like Asura? Because they're just so cool. You know what I'm saying? And I love the whole dad analogy. How, you know, like how they're just dads and like, you know, they're going through all hell just because of their children. It's crazy. And it's also very you know, it's a nice, I don't know how to say it. It's a nice way of showing the extents a dad will go to for their family, essentially. And it's very true. Dads will 100% do this. Like, they will go to hell and back for their children. That is true. I'm not a dad, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I do know that, you know, when you're a real dad, that's when you're a real man. I do believe that, right? I do believe that. Okay. So anyways, yeah, that was Kratos versus Asura. I'm not sad at all. I'm glad I just got to witness that. It looks fucking amazing. I will play Asura's Wrath eventually. I will play God of War 2018 eventually. I just don't know when. I don't have time. I don't have time. I do not have time. It's tough. I will try regardless. I'm here for the long haul essentially. So we got time. Okay, we got time. Anyways, that was God of War versus Asura's Wrath. I mean, not fucking Kratos versus Asura. Yeah, that was it. I'm gonna stay tuned for the next episode, being Ghost fucking Rider versus Spawn. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you in the next one. All right, later.